Welcome to European Football Weekly. I'm Lewis Parker. Joining me today are regular contributors Stuart from BetAdvisor.com and Nick from SportInvestmentNetwork.com. And we're previewing some of the biggest upcoming matches in European club football. All right, let's move over to the Serie A, where rising Inter host Lazio. Inter are currently 5th, but could climb up to 4th place if they defeat current 4th place Lazio. They come from a surprising win against city rivals AC Milan and have now won their last 6 matches in a row, and looking once again close to the team that dominated the Serie A for the latter half of last decade. Now, Lazio, meanwhile, ended the year on a rockier road than their counterparts, accumulating a couple of draws before a painful 4-0 loss visiting bottom of the table Siena. Now, they have since gotten their act together, and at least enough to produce back-to-back wins versus Verona and Atalanta. Now, Stuart, I'm personally liking Inter to take this one, though I don't know if there's too much value to bet them upright at a price of 1.6 at bwin. What recommendation do you have for us, Stuart?
Well, I think you're right. I think 1.6 is too tight to say there's any value there. Inter are on a great run at the moment, 6 straight wins. They're also, very strong at home. They won their last 2 home games by at least 3 clear goals. Yeah. They're a solid side, and they've got some very good players, but they're an ageing side as well. They haven't got a lot of youth coming through. They really need to freshen things up a bit. I think that's what they'll be looking to do over the coming seasons. Lazio is strong away. The game against Siena, I think, was just a blip, and we spoke to Michael Delius, and he agrees. He says that Hernandez, Conco, and Cisse should all be fit for this one, and he's had a look at it, and he thinks that a draw is the most likely outcome. So we've had a look at the odds, and we found 3.7 with 5 dimes in Pinnacle. We think that's pretty good.
Well, it's better than what I had at 3.65 at bwin, so I like that. Nick, what do you got for us for this one?
No, considering that Inter are the team on form, it must be a brave man to bet against them at this point in time. I mean, they've won the last 6 matches in the Serie A, and they're definitely a team on form. We saw that against Milan. The team is all fresh. The players look fresh. They all are willing to run, all willing to work for each other. You have Alvarez and Nagatomo, who seem to have given Inter something extra. Ranieri seems to have found a settled formation with like 3-5-2 with the wingers. Zanetti doing everything he can for quite an old captain. So I found also very good value on Bet Victor with an odd of 1.7 for an Inter victory, and considering the form they are in, I'm definitely going for an Inter home victory at that odd.
Right, and you also have to consider that Inter actually have Schneider probably returning for this one, which I'm sure will also be a boost for them.